Oh wow, that was a fun start. Oh, everything decided to just crash on me, and it was so much fun. But anyway, as always, hello fellow Cravers and welcome to the CTG Podcast. It is episode 164. It is technically March, this is technically the February episode. I know. As always, you have me, I can't even pronounce my own name now. My name is GD. Oh,
GD. It's not that hard.
Surprisingly it was. I nearly said DG for some weird reason. See, this is why you should never have a nickname that's just two letters.
Your alter ego at the weekends.
DG.
Yeah.
As you can hear, this time I am joined by two new guests. I have got Shishi Bell and Kev. How are you both? I'm going to be honest, it's a very cold week, isn't it?
Ooh. A very cold week.
Yes.
Very white week.
Especially when you don't have heating.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
No, why you got no heating? Why you got no heating?
Because all our central heating went down for the entire building. So, yes, we were in an ice box. And we had minus 21 degrees at some point. So, that was fun.
Jesus.
Yes, if people don't know, Shishi, you're in Germany, while us here in the UK. And
Yeah.
Well, I love it more in places like Germany and that lot. You see it on the news. They basically just go through like it's a normal thing. It's here, we're stuck. I think we had one point in this whole week of snow because we've had a huge snowstorm across Europe, where a certain part, I think was it Swansea area, Kev, that ended up getting pretty much gridlocked to a point that people couldn't get anywhere. If we've lost Kev.
Oh
You're
no.
breaking up.
I'm breaking up. Am I right now?
Now you are, yeah.
Yes. Yes. Was it Cornwall area that it ended up being completely gridlocked?
Everywhere was.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about weather. We're here to talk about games. So, first of all, February was a short month. But was there any game that you guys enjoyed yourself over the last month that you want to talk about? I'm gonna pick on somebody. I wonder which one. Shishi?
Rude to pick on people.
Yeah, but that's
well,
that's
I haven't really played anything new.
No.
So I don't really have anything interesting to contribute.
But you've been playing a lot of. Well, you usually are the person that I usually go to about Dead by Daylight. Seems to be your going game at the moment.
And, yeah, because there are also some like they do something new every once in a while. For example, this time you had to collect gold coins with lunar generators. So you had to fix specific generators to collect 80 gold coins in a course of 2 weeks.
Wait, was that why there was some gold
So you
generators
would get,
when I was watching watching Kajin you
yeah,
playing it?
they're called lunar generators, and they have like Chinese lanterns on them, and you have to go look for them. They're usually in exposed places, so you get caught more easily. But once you get them fixed, your teammates get 4,500 blood points, and you collect gold coins. And if you got 80 of those in the course of 2 weeks, you will get some sort of specific add-on or item.
I'm guessing.
Very nice.
So I'm going to guess it's something dog related. Being near the dog. For it.
Yeah, it's for the killer. The killer can do that as well. They have to hook the survivors on lunar hooks, and then they will get a dog mask.
Okay.
Whereas the survivors, they got a donkey jacket for a specific character. David King. That was kind of disappointing because they didn't match it for every survivor. So if you played it like I did, and I have a specific character I play, I can't use it for that one.
Oh, that's
All right.
But then that seems to be. I've noticed this quite a lot this last year or two. they have been focusing a lot more on Chinese New Year stuff. I think
Yeah.
one big noticeable event is usually Overwatch themselves. They usually do their lunar event, which I think was it Year of the Rooster last year, and like I said, this year
Yeah.
this year it's Year of the Dog. Which, to be honest, the two events don't really change that much. It's just that they've probably got some new skins. But what do you guys think of these events like this when it comes out? Or, be honest, it's stuff that we don't usually celebrate as much here because it is the Chinese New Year. It's usually China's
Mm.
main event. So that's the best way of putting it.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you guys would like to see as an event yourself coming to one of these games?
Well, they do the normal ones, don't they? Halloween, Christmas.
Yeah, I know, but I meant like, would you like to see, say, it's St. Paddy's Day on the 19th, or is it 17th this year? I think it's
That would be fun.
wouldn't you like to see a St. Paddy's Day event? If so, what game would you love to see that in itself? I'm thinking GTA all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. you know?
Yeah.
But I meant like stuff like that. So the events that usually don't have, the holidays that usually don't have events themselves. So like you said, St. Patrick's Day doesn't usually have it. It was St. Andrew, was it? No, St. David's Day on the 1st as well, which is, if people don't know, that's Wales' patron saint. Or even St. George's
Oh.
Day here. In the UK, we don't even celebrate it that properly when it is. I don't even know when St. George's Day is. Yeah. So, would you like to see more of these kind of events pop up later down the line?
Don't know, really. I've never really paid much attention to them.
I really like it because it gives games that, when you're like me, a creature of habit, and you have your go-to game, it gives them a bit of a twist and some sort of incentive. I do like that.
Well, it's like with me, it makes me go and play those certain games again. I'm not with me. I like to move on to the newest game as soon as I possibly can.
Mm.
I think a lot of games seem, especially where they're starting to treat games more like a service nowadays. It seems to be
Yeah.
something that they want to go down the path of. It's like even Call of Duty. Okay, they don't do events themselves. They're doing is it Resistance event still at the moment. Whereas
Yeah, they done a winter one as well.
yeah, but the Resistance one they introduced us to Prop Hunt, which is one of my favourite modes.
Yes, which is very good.
Yeah, and I still haven't had a go of it yet. But Gun Game also got introduced. Was it during the winter event?
I think it was. Yeah, I think the winter event.
But especially with those other games that are coming out later down the line, like Sea of Thieves. That is, as much as we've seen it so far, you can see that is going to be a game that is more, right, we're going to be doing this event, this event, this event. Oh, look, it's a special chest that you can find. Or it's a special map, or it's a special voyage. And the only way I'm thinking of this more is because PlayStation came out this week to set out their guidelines of what their plans are ahead for gaming themselves. And they've pretty much already said that they want to focus more on those single player experiences with games and focus on more of those exclusives, which, look, with Sony at the moment, they don't really need to tell us that. We already know that they're already doing that. I think one thing that we complained about last year was the lack of exclusive titles on the Xbox side of things. And even when that's exclusive, it's still being shared with the PC as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, one more question before we move on to what you've played, Kev. Do you like the whole idea of games being a service, or do you like more of the idea of it being a single player experience where you can play it and then just pull it down and move on to the next game?
I do enjoy my single player games. So probably both, actually. I mean,
Would
there's a multiplayer in it. Yeah, it's okay, but I'm not particularly. It wouldn't sway me by having some sort of special event.
So you would say it's one of those things where if you can see that a game's being designed to be more, this is there to have people stick with this game. It's more of a no. It's more of how the actual game plays as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and like I say, I do enjoy me single player stuff a lot more.
What about you, Shish?
Hmm? If I like single player more than multiplayers?
No. If you like,
I don't understand the question. Why?
so at the moment you've got single player games like, for example, games that are coming out at the moment. We've got Far Cry 5. I would say is a more story based game, isn't it? When that comes out.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, and there is a co-op. bolted
Yeah,
onto
there's
it.
a co-op that's going to be added on, but its main focus is the story that it's going to be talking about. Compared to like you say, Dead by Daylight. There's not really a story behind it. It's more of a you're jumping in, you're going to play. It's ended now. Let's start on another game of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So would you prefer that type of games, more of those kind of games coming out, or would you prefer something that's got a little bit of a story behind it as well?
I like story-based games, and well, they both have an appeal to it. Since Xbox is more of a means to, I don't know, do something with cash, I would probably choose a new co-op game anyways. Well, it would be my preferred choice. So yeah, for me, Xbox is mainly socializing. So yeah, but when I'm having my alone time, I do like story-based games. So depends.
It just depends what kind of mood you're in, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, Kev, what about you, mate? What have you been playing this last month that's really taken your fancy?
Well, there's been nothing. Same as you, nothing new.
It's been a
I've
quiet month, hasn't it?
just been playing Battlefield 1.
So, Battlefield 1, I'm trying to think. So they've not long just brought out the new maps, haven't they? That one.
Yeah, the last couple of months they brought out several new maps.
So how long has Battlefield 1 been out now? It's got to come up to about 2 years, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it'd be 2 years this year, I think.
So I think we all understand that they are going to be announcing a Battlefield at E3 here.
Yes, they're already working on an announcement trailer for it, but they've not announced what sort of era it is.
I think rumours are at the moment it's supposed to be World War II. So
Well, there was some mock pictures made up, but everyone keeps thinking that's just a Photoshop of someone putting it on there, and that they reckon it might be a modern one as well.
Yeah, so I've got the report here about it. It says the next Battlefield game takes the series back to World War II roots. According to a new report, this year's Battlefield game will be set in World War II. It's going to be called Battlefield 5 and was known internally as Battlefield 2 before DICE changed the name. So it's going to confuse so many people who are not following the actual story. Oh, in the future, we're like, yeah, it went Battlefield 2, 3, 4, 1, 5. Look at it, think, what? Well, yeah, so they're saying that the choice of the era was decided on some years ago when DICE knew it needed to take a break from modern military games. So would you like it to be set in World War II? I think we've already got enough of that with Call of Duty, haven't we?
I reckon probably Battlefield will do a much better job than Call of Duty. It looks better. It plays better. It's just a lot better. It's not just a normal click, point, shoot, You know, with this one, you have
it's
to.
you got to think things through, aren't you? Which that's where I struggle with that kind of game, I guess.
Well, not just that. It's not just a simple point and shoot. You've got the sway of the weapons. You've got recoil. Recoil. You've got to look at. You know, bullets drop on
Mm,
this, so you can't just shoot someone a mile away and expect to get a kill.
mm. Well, then again, this isn't the first time that Battlefield has actually gone down that route. They had Battlefield 1943 as well, didn't they? And of course, where is it? Battlefield 1942, which came out in 2002, which was the first one. The only other mainline Battlefield game to be set in World War II is the very first one. So they're going so far back. It's what they did first. You're telling me the first game was 1942?
I think it was.
Yeah, someone really needs to tell EA how numbers work in this world. I still don't understand that. So they're going to call this one 5 by the sounds of it. But at the moment, we're not 100% sure because the announcement won't be made until their little conference thing that they have at E3, which isn't part of E3. But technically, it's right next door to E3. But I don't know. You know me. I'm not a big fan of when it comes to Battlefield. I'm more of a. If I had a choice between the two main first-person realistic shooters, I would go down Call of Duty's anyway. But I'll be interested to see what EA do with this one. Let's be honest, they can't really get any worse than what happened at the end of last year, can they? So yeah. So sounds things. If it's going to be announced, it's more likely going to be coming out at the end this year anyway, in October. And
it's when the last one was out.
Yep,
Or this one, should I say?
Yeah, and they said that it's going to be playable at EA's Play event as well, which takes place just before E3. Which is normally what they do. They'll have this is what it looks like. Now you guys can play. Here's a giant gameplay of a bunch of people and a few celebs. So, but also I've heard rumors that EA Play they're going to be announcing God and Plants vs Zombie Garden Warfare 3 as well.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, no. I like that. I enjoyed that game. I enjoyed the last 2 games of that, which is weird because when it was first announced, they're saying, "Oh yeah, we're going to do Plants vs Zombie, but in first-person shooter." I'm thinking, why? But it worked. I would say it worked. It was a cartoony, fun shoot 'em up, and I'm not surprised that they're doing a third one of that. So we'll see how that goes with that one anyway. Right. For me though, what have I been playing this? Like I said, it's been a quiet week. Of course, I've been playing the Sea of Thieves closed beta, which the game actually comes out on the 20th of March. And so far, what I've played so far of it, if it's only just the tip of it, it's going to be a really fun game. The only downside I feel with it is that it's only a 4 people maximum on a boat. But
Right, okay.
I think it sort of does work still. The thing is, I think if there was more people, it would get overrun, if anything. And I've ended up. Well, we've already got a series on our YouTube channel of going out at the moment with me, Doc, John, and Silent Jen, which is showing just how fun, and that was filmed at the beginning of February as well. We've had a couple more. That was during the actual closed beta. We've had a couple of scale tests as well with that, and I think we might have a couple more weekends before the game comes out. Which, if they are, at the moment I'm satisfied until it comes out. But I think one thing that I enjoy more about this is that this is the first game which is going to be coming to the Games Pass from release day as well.
Yeah.
So if people don't know what's happening, there was an announcement, I think it was January, that all Xbox exclusives are going to be coming to Game Pass from day one of release. So that's Sea of Thieves, Crackdown, what's it, State of Decay 2. They're the 3 games that they've shown off on the actual poster itself. But that will also probably include things like Forza Horizon when those 2 come out, and whenever the next Halo game comes out as well. So, what do you think about this Xbox Game Pass getting their exclusives from day one? Would it make you guys look into Games Pass more, or do you think it might be a bit? Do you think it's a stupid idea? Anything?
Stupid,
I think it's
They're going to
stupid.
lose out a lot of money.
Yeah.
What-
Yeah,
They'll
exactly.
put the game on for a month, people will play it, they'll complete it in a month, and then that'll be it. They're just going to lose a lot of money.
Yeah, but things like,
In my opinion, anyway.
I'd say, well, things like Sea of Thieves, it's a different thing. You can't really complete it in a month because it's one of those games where, to be honest, I can't see there's an end to it. And like I said, with Games Pass, when we talk about Games Pass, we're talking about their Netflix style of gameplay, which I think it's around about $7.99 or something like that.
Yeah.
And so it'll be interesting to see how it works, especially because this is the first game that's actually going to be doing this with this new service. And I think I like the idea if you're not 100% sure if you want to get the game. Because then you can have a go. You can say pay $7.99, have a month of it. If you really enjoy the game, then yeah, you say that either you stick with the game Game Pass and continue playing it, or you go and actually buy the game itself. So, if anything, I understand where you're coming from, where you're saying it might be a bit of a stupid idea because they are probably going to lose a lot of money from it. But at the same time, I understand from our side of view as well, where, hey, look, we've just got to pay this subscription on top of our subscription to get the games that are coming free. And be honest, it's Xbox. There's not that many games that are exclusive, is there? I think.
No.
I think. Like I said, we've got State of Decay 2 and Crackdown. If Crackdown's coming out this year. So, yeah, I would be interested to see where they go and if they stick with this plan as well. But yeah. Anyway, that's what games we've played this month. Let's talk about some of the news stories that has happened this month as well. Which first, we haven't picked on Konami in so long. Last year it was all about EA. The year before that, this is how long it's been. We had a little bit of a pick on them at the beginning of last year, and then they kind of just went quiet a little bit. And I have never seen a company come out, basically fling the doors open, go, ta-da, we're back. Here's Metal Gear Survive. So, guys, have you seen anything about Metal Gear Survive yourselves yet? What do you think of? I don't know why they called it a Metal Gear game, first of all. I think it was a dumb idea. So
I just heard the name of it, and I've not played anything of any Metal Gear game since number 2, so it's never really been anything on my radar.
Well, what about you, Shishi? Have you seen any of Metal Gear Survive yet?
I just seen screenshots of it while I was doing my research because I had no idea about Konami things like that. But yeah,
Right. Yeah. Let me explain a little bit about what the actual game is. So, it's supposed to be based on Metal Gear Solid 5. It's using the same engine as well. But you know the wormholes which you could use to transport things from the ground to Mother Base. They've gone haywire. So they've started sucking up people from Mother Base and taking them to a mysterious land where there's zombies that have rubies coming out of their heads.
Wow.
Ah, right.
Yeah,
That
now you
makes
know the
sense.
image. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the actual first Metal Gear game which hasn't had Hideo Kojima behind it as well. You can tell. You can tell. So yeah, it takes place in the time period between Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes, and Phantom Pain. And it was released last month. Um, um, I, it's a survival action adventure game. It says here, and it's an open world. So trying to think of a good game to like it to, but that's actually proven to be difficult. Well, it's got a cooperative multiplayer mode. But I'm not picking on them about the game itself, but I'm going to do a little bit more. It's more of what they've actually done with the game, which shows, oh yeah, this is definitely Konami in a nutshell.
Yeah.
So of course the game has been given mixed reviews. I think at the moment on Metacritic it has got 63%, which is, to be honest, that's bad. And 5.5 out of 10 from Polygon, which I think that's the lowest score I've ever seen Polygon give anything. Um, but it's not that really annoyed a lot of people. So when it comes to these games, especially when it's open, Monster Hunter World, that's what I can compare it to, but without the monsters and the good gameplay. So it's it's
Wow.
basically like Monster Hunter World in a nutshell. No, Monster Hunter World's good. But yeah, I think one thing you would expect in a game nowadays, especially when it's open world, you would expect to be able to use multiple characters, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. You can in Metal Gear Survive, as long as you pay £10 more.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is crap.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Do you wanna save your game as well? By the way. Yeah, it's
Yeah?
gonna cost you a
That'd be
tenner.
nice.
What? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? We're going back in times where you had to fucking buy a memory card so you could actually save a freaking game. No way.
Yeah. So, how the hell did it beat you? Oh, I've got to mention that later. But yeah, so they ended up. So the main point was that they ended up when you things like Monster Hunter World, especially when it's an open world game, you should be able to make your own extra alternative characters. The thing is, it's like us, we've played a lot of games where we have characters which we use for YouTube series, and then we have our own personal character which we have as our own separate. This is what we're going to have fun. It's not a video. Yeah, like I said, with this one, you have to pay to have an alternative character as well, using their in-game currency. I'd like to point out.
Okay.
Oh well.
But
It's even more absurd.
yeah, it's just
You can't even save once for free.
I'm trying to look it up. That's what I'm trying to see. Saving. There we go. Save. That
Bad
would
enough
be
paying 40, 50 quid for a game, then pay for another
Exactly.
30 for
Yeah.
DLC.
So-
Now pay £10 to save
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, well done. Please. Thank you. Yeah, Konami is charging real money for Metal Gear Survive save slots. So
Wow.
in a move that will undoubtedly, now I'd like to point out this story was February the 23rd, so they may have changed things since then, but knowing Konami, they haven't. Yeah, so in a move that will undoubtedly endear gamers to Konami more than ever, it turns out that you need to pay real money for additional save slots in Metal Gear Survive. So you can save for your additional character that you've got. It's more to the fact that you can't get multiple characters. You actually have to buy the slots to get multiple characters.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Jesus.
now you would think, okay, if it was a free game, then That'll make perfect sense. Well, sort of. It's not a free game. You've got to pay 40 quid for this game still.
This is
Ridiculous.
just, it's insane.
It's insane. But I don't know. I've never. The only way I can think of this.
So honestly, what were they thinking? I mean, if they really shit the greatest game on the market, then fine. But honestly,
It's not.
yeah, exactly. It's not.
Well, so let me explain a little bit more about these save slots before we go further on. So, the game, which by all accounts is better than most expected, I doubt it, allows you just one save slot for free. After that, you need to spend around about, or it says $10, but it'll be about £10 here, knowing how gaming currency works. To buy in-game currency, which you can then spend on additional save files. The 1,000 SV coins will buy you additional save slot, and you get 1,150 SV coins for the $10. The next one below that is $5, which is 550. That's one thing I want to point out as well. You know when you've got games where you've got in-game currency as well that you can buy with real money? What is with the stupid numbers? That's one thing that bugs me the most out of these. Don't say, oh yeah, it's $10. Yeah, it's 1,000. Don't go, yeah, it's 1,150. What am I supposed to do with this 150 coins that are just sitting there in my account that you know I'm not going to use? Yeah, that's the main thing that bugged me from this, not the fact that you've got to buy additional save slots. Look, it's Konami, first of all. We had the whole problem when Metal Gear Solid 5 came out, didn't we? Where they ended up closing so many things down. They ended up closing the Silent Hills game down as well. And they ended up turning Metal Gear Solid into a pachinko machine. Just Konami is a terrible business, and this has just shown. Now, I think what hurts a lot of people more is that they've ended up slapping the Metal Gear logo on this as well, haven't they? I think if it didn't have that logo slapped on it, I think people would think, yeah, this is still a good game. But because it's got that logo on there, it's their way of, it's brand recognition. Now, as gamers, we could see that and think, yeah, you're not fooling us, Konami. We know what you did. But then you've got people outside the gaming circle who look at, oh, it's a Metal Gear Solid game. It's not a Metal Gear Solid game. But, what do you guys think of Konami in general? Do you like what games Konami do, or do you think they're just something that really needs to just disappear now?
Tell you the truth, apart from Metal Gear Solid, I wouldn't even know what games Konami do.
Pro Evo?
Not touched it since donkey's years.
Don't worry, I'm a FIFA fan myself, mate. Gotta think what.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't even know what Konami do. I no idea.
I'm gonna have a quick check and see what Konami actually have got coming up in their game list. What are chances they've got nothing? So we're going on to Wiki. Wiki's usually a nice spot to tell us what games are coming. That's Japan. The companies, they have a lot of weird companies. Going to be known as the Up. And have your game list.
Back in a sec.
Yeah, it's alright. I'm still looking for the game list. Oh, Castlevania they also do as well. What they're also known for. But yeah, they don't really, by lots of things, they don't have anything coming up on here as well. We'll see what they do with that. So yeah, Konami, thank you for bringing your face back into here. It gives EA a little bit of a breather before they do something that screws them up again. But yeah. While we move away from that and Konami being a bit of a dick, let's move on to the other subject that we was on about.
Sorry about that.
That's all right, mate. So Red Dead Redemption 2 is supposed to be coming out at the end of this year now. It's been pushed back, hasn't it? It's supposed to be coming out,
Yeah.
it was supposed to be coming out spring. I'll be honest, I didn't say which spring. I know I stole that from outside Xbox before you say anything. But yeah, so Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out in autumn. But with it as well, there has been some rumored leaks that the online side of things will also feature a Battle Royale mode on it. Because that is the new zombies, it seems.
Because obviously we can't get enough of Battle Royale modes.
No, we can't. So first of all, you guys, well, apart from the Battle Royale, Kev, are you looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2 itself?
Never really played the first one, so it's never really been something I've looked into or looked forward to seeing.
Then again, I'm the same. Sorry, what was that? Shish.
I'm really looking forward to it because Red Dead first back then on the PS3
Yeah.
that I really played through and I really enjoyed it.
Did you play the Undead Nightmare as well?
No.
That's the thing. I want to have a go of that mode of it because, of course, as knowing someone who really loves zombies, has mentioned that version quite so many times to me. It's made me think I should really have a go of that. But like I said, with Red Dead Redemption, I never got into it. When it comes to the Rockstar games themselves, I've always been more of a GTA fan. I don't know why it is. I don't think I've ever been attracted to the
Maybe cars instead of horses.
Yeah, that's it. I like horsepower, not horses. Hi, Tatastic. How you doing, mate? Yeah, we've kind of gotten a little bit bricky at the moment on the screen. Don't worry about us. Kev's in space. We think he won't acknowledge that. But yeah. Anyway, Red Dead Redemption. So yeah, so.
I've heard a rumor that it's supposed to be a bit like the GTA 5, where you can switch between 3 main characters.
Okay.
That's not bad.
I've also heard that.
No, it's not, and they tell like 3 different stories as well. It's just not one linear story that goes through, apart from the side missions that you can still do, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, according to this, of course we know it's going to be the players control Arthur Morgan, an outlaw and a member of the Vanderlind gang from a third-person perspective, and that the game will feature both single-player and online multiplayer components. I think at the moment it was
Which I think is great.
It's one of those things that you'd expect after how well GTA 5 is still doing now. They need to bring in unicorns as well, according to Tatastic.
Yes, totally. Because then your warrior unicorn, can just stab people. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, why is unicorn supposed to be all the nice and pretty side of things? It's got a bloody weapon attached to its head.
Not for me. It's just a horse that can stab people.
It's a horse with a lance.
I love a unicorn.
Why do you think those things are extinct? Sort of.
I would ride one to work if I could.
A zombie update again with a zombie unicorn. No, then they won't die.
That would be the ultimate.
Yes, I don't know where to go from that. But yeah, it's also said that
But could your zombie unicorns stab zombies? I mean, like to death.
It depends on what side it's working
Like,
with.
Exactly, but if like you tamed a zombie unicorn, and then maybe it would be ideal to slay zombie. I think I'm getting carried away. Go on, JD. Sorry.
The whole idea of zombie unicorns is now stuck in our heads. Thank you, Tap. But yeah, Red Dead Redemption is also going to be using Rockstar's advanced game engine as well, also known as a Rage engine. So I think that's the same. Yeah, it's the same engine that was used for Grand Theft Auto 5. So probably just going to be a little bit more beefed up, if anything. Which
Yeah, they've had a
I'd
long
be
time to work on it.
Oh god, yeah. Well, they're still technically working on it now, aren't they? The thing is,
Yes.
do you guys think that Red Dead Redemption 2 will be as successful as GTA 5 though?
Depends
No,
what they do with
no,
the
no, I don't
online
think so.
side of it.
Right.
I
Oh.
still don't think it will be as successful.
I think the single player might be more successful than the single player GTA 5, but I think the online of GTA
Yeah.
5 would be more successful than Red Dead.
Yeah.
Well, at the moment, I've still not finished GTA 5 single player. I've played a lot with. Oh no, I've shocked Kev.
He dropped the fork. Oh no.
You've not completed it. No, it's not like it's been 5 years.
As long as he's not choking, he's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I've not finished a single player with GTA, but I do love the online side of it so much. I think we've had so much fun with it, and we still do nowadays.
Yeah.
I think we still want to play that last heist, which I know that we are working towards in small doses, but we will get there one day. By the time that there'll probably be a new heist that pops up, and then
The first things I actually played with you guys online, well, together, was one of the heists with Kev.
Yeah, I think it
That
was.
was one of the first things. Yeah. I really enjoyed that.
We really should do more of the heists. We could actually technically go through the heists that we've got, if you ever got up for it again. There's so many things that we've actually started and we've not finished. Another one, Halo 5.
There are a lot of missions as well as that you can do. I mean, Kaj and I, we bought a bunker, for example, or a hangar with planes, so it still has some appeal to it.
I would like to do something
Oh yeah,
like
and
that.
they're still doing updates for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't like
we should meet up again for a night and just do one of those, try them through. We also have a motorcycle club where you do biker missions.
The thing is, I would like to do that because at the moment, most of the stuff that we're putting out is just races, isn't it? Which is a good thing.
Yeah, but it's a means of getting money.
It's means of getting money. I know it's
Well,
it's means. No, wrong. It's means of Kev getting money.
Yeah.
Means of you getting DNFs.
It's me getting DNFs. Or getting people annoyed at me.
Yes.
Especially Shishi. Dumph.
Yeah, because you always crash into me and then you get frustrated, my dear, because you can't do the wall rides. Oh, so sad.
Screw the wall rides. They're the dumbest things. I'm still angry with Kev now. Thank you for bringing it up. I'm still angry with you with the damn wall rides.
The wall rides.
That's the thing. You're probably going to call them the screw rides as well. I don't like that idea.
Why do you think Hanksy refuses to play races with us most of the times?
You know how much he's screwing me over when he actually calls a playlist GD's favourite things. GD's favourite, and I knew there was war rides in there. He just wouldn't say anything, but there was. To a point that we couldn't complete it.
Oh yes. Yeah, that was a bad choice on my part.
Yeah, if people don't know, with Kev, he doesn't test the goddamn races out. He just slaps
I'm experiencing them all for the first time with everyone.
It's not a joke. It's not something that we're running
It's
with.
fun of it.
It's actually true. Yeah, it is.
Makes it fun.
Anyway, I found the story about like Taptastic said about the Battle Royale side of it as well. So this was announced. It was mentioned on February the 6th on TC. That Red Dead Redemption 2 has been delayed once more, with current slate for October of this year. It's supposed to be coming out. Yeah, the leak,
That'd be a big month for 'em.
which TechCrunch has not been able to verify, includes information on potential game modes, activities, and features. As far as online play is concerned, the most fascinating new rumor is that the players will be able to participate in a Battle Royale style game mode. So it's not going to be their main game mode online. It's going to be, like with GTA, you've got different types of things that you can.
Yeah.
But it's going to be one of those kind of modes. Yeah. Hopefully it won't be dead by the time this game comes out, because that would be embarrassing. Other game modes that include Revive and Survive, where two teams try to take each other down while reviving their own down teammates, and Money Grab, which asks players to collect and stack gold bags as quickly as possible.
A bit like the money grab ones in GTA.
As the case with Rockstar Games, players will still be able to roam an open world that is said to be even more alive than previous titles. For example, store owners will decorate their storefronts at dawn and shut them down as night falls, according to the leak.
Oh.
Yeah, just like GTA's apartments, Red Dead Redemption 2 players will be able to purchase and customize various tents, as well as buy gear and equipment in the open world. Well, the whole idea of tents.
Tents.
Yeah.
High-rise apartments, down to tents.
Tents. Beyond the new game modes and open roam, there will allegedly be a handful of new activities such as gold mining, fishing, herding, and weapon challenges. And if it weren't enough, Trusted Reviews reports that Red Dead Redemption 2 will come with a companion app to let players socialize and even play poker as well.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I like the idea of a companion app type of thing with that. Hey guys,
Yeah.
I can't make it for Red Dead tonight, but I'll play you a little bit of poker in a bit. What is this deal? Trusted Reviews also reports that there will be new modes of transportation to get around the huge map, which include familiar territories like Bridgewood and Armadillo. I said that right. There's a place, according to this. Armadillo. These vehicles include minecarts, handcarts, and horse-drawn carriages, which will each have their own strengths and weaknesses, such as speed or armor. Oh god, I want horse armor. More interestingly, the document obtained by Trusted Reviews hints that trains, complete with NPCs and dialogue, as a way for players to get around the map as well. So, like I said, or most surprising, however, is that they're saying that players can play the game in first person or both campaign and online as well. Of course, 0% of this is a sure thing at the moment. All we know for certain right now is that Red Dead Redemption 2 is slated for October, and so it'll be coming out October. So this stuff hasn't actually been confirmed at the moment, but Trusted Review has actually mentioned these kind of things, especially for GTA 5 in the past, and they have been sort of spot on this kind of stuff. So it's one of those things where take it as a pinch of salt, but at the same time, expect them. So
yeah.
So now we've heard this. I know that you don't like the whole idea of the Battle Royale side of things, Kev. But what do you think of the whole online now? Especially with other, it's just going to be a small percentage of what's actually going to be there. Sounds of it.
I don't know. Like I say, I've not been into Red Dead Redemption, so it's not really been something that's on my radar.
You can decorate your tent.
Oh my god. You need to get it now.
Yeah, it's for the tent.
Yeah, that's on me. Yeah, right. That's it. I'm on
I can already
Amazon
see
right
the
now,
pre-orders.
That's it. I'm on Amazon now.
Oh yeah. What is it? Is it a special
I don't
pre-order?
know.
Get a special tent.
Yeah, it's special.
It's got the Rockstar logo. Most of us have already got guns, mate, for that game. When we did that challenge. Wait, was it you that went with me with that challenge, or was it Ryan?
Yeah, it was me.
It was you. So
Yeah,
we've got a gun for it.
it was a special revolver.
Yeah. So we're already set up for a gun. just know my luck, it'll be 2 weeks before the online's opened. The online's opened and I'm stuck in, I don't know, some kind of Brokeback Mountain edition.
Oh,
Wow,
God,
okay.
did he know?
Did he?
So you admitted it.
No,
Coming out.
Yeah.
I'm
coming
straight.
out now.
I'm saying this now, I'm straight.
You just said you want a
Straight for
broke.
No,
Brokeback
I just said what Tastic said on the screen.
Mountain.
God, the Brokeback Mountain edition with it.
Heavenly's cheering right now and setting up your Tinder profile.
No!
Yeah, she is.
Yes,
I'm going to be honest, I won't be surprised at the moment if I've already got one knowing Heavenly. But yeah, so that's our main two stories that we wanted to talk about this week anyway, this month. Red Dead Redemption 2 and Konami falling flat on their face with Metal Gear 5. Was there any other stories you guys wanted to mention before we move on to the end of this? Where am I? That's what I want. Anything?
No, you were
I've got nothing smart
you
to
were stuttering, so I
contribute.
wasn't sure if you were
Sorry,
finished.
no, I'm finished.
Well, not a lot really. There's nothing I've seen
Well,
apart from Far Cry 5 coming out soon.
yeah. So when Far Cry 5, it comes at the end of this month, doesn't it? We have had some more news from Far Cry 5.
Yes. Not only can you get a dog called
Oh,
Boomer,
no,
you can get
no,
a
please,
bear
no.
called Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger! Bear! So,
You can have a bear as your companion,
What?
and
Yeah,
it's
so-
called Cheeseburger.
So if people don't know,
Oh my God.
with Far Cry 5, there's a skill on there called Fangs for Hire or something like that, which lets you call for first what was just Boomer the dog, but now
Yes.
you can have Cheeseburger the bear. And do you want to know how you make friends with Cheeseburger the bear? Give him a
You
salad.
give him cheeseburgers.
No, yeah, no.
Oh, what? No. No,
Bears
no,
can't
that
eat
does not make
cheeseburgers.
sense. Yes, they can.
No, they can't.
I once have seen a YouTube video of a bear living behind a Pizza Hut, and he was eating literally pizzas that were in the trash. So
1 minute.
yes,
Whoa,
they can.
stop. What kind of beer was it?
I don't know. What do you mean? What kind of bear? You know, the ones with the paws.
There's multiple kinds of bears.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of bear was it?
Was it a koala bear? Because I'm going to be honest, that's not
No,
a real
it was
bear.
not a koala. GD, don't be ridiculous. A koala can only live with eucalyptus.
I never thought I'd have this
And-
kind
and
of
they're like-
conversation.
It's like, no. A koala is not a trash panda.
That's a
No, it's
raccoon.
not.
Raccoon's a trash panda.
Yes, that's true. But it wasn't a raccoon. It wasn't any kind of the small bear-related variety. It was a big one.
I just saw what Fantastic. I just saw what Fantastic just put in chat. A big hairy gay man. Wrong kind of bear.
Well, he would have been outside a gay bar drinking free on the tab, you know, but not hiding behind Pizza Hut and eating shame pizza. No, we wouldn't do that.
But either way, you've got a bear that you can actually get to come and help you in Far Cry 5. And
Yes.
so are you guys both looking forward to Far Cry 5? I think it was additionally
Oh, I
supposed to be
am.
coming out at the end of last year, wasn't it? But it's been pushed to March.
Been pushed to the end of March.
And then it got pushed a little bit more, but it was only a couple of weeks, wasn't it? I think it was supposed to have come out last month.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out in February, and then they pushed it towards middle to end of March.
I wonder if that's what they took time to add the bear into the game. More importantly, what came across Ubisoft's mind and think, right, you know what this game needs? Yeah. Call it Cheeseburger. What else you gonna call a bear?
Well-
Yogi?
Well, you could
I
get a
think-
bear in the previous one.
Could you? Oh, you could,
you
yeah.
get all sort of animals you could tame.
Yeah, with yeah, it comes out on the 27th of March, someone's birthday. Whose? Kev. Because he dropped the fork again.
Kev has a birthday. He has not a manufacturing
No, I think
date. He has an actual birthday.
Yeah, no, it's
Well,
a manufacturing.
I called it a birthday to make myself feel more human.
Ah, okay. So it's still actually your manufacturing day.
It's a
We're
manufacturing
just
date.
celebrating it.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah,
But no,
that-
that's not GD. That's not when the date is.
what? What?
Yeah, 27.
It's-
27th of March is not when my manufacturing date is.
Oh, it's Tatastic's birthday. There we go. So yeah, Tatastic's birthday. We're all going to go and play Far Cry 5. But yeah, I've seen more.
And
Of
GD
this.
is going to be the bear.
I don't think you can actually play as the bear.
Oh, then it sucks. Do they have unicorns in Far Cry 5?
Not yet.
No.
What about a bear unicorn?
A bear unicorn.
Bear unicorn.
Or is it Unibear?
I'm sure anything's possible.
You can make some sort of weird hybrid, like a bear salmon unicorn, and then it could kind of eat from himself. And no, I'm getting carried away against that.
I think we found Shishi's weakness here. It's unicorns, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, yeah, so that's Far Cry 5. It's coming out on the 27th of March, also Tatastic's birthday. I think quite
And
a
I,
few. A few
I
of us
think
will,
if you
so-
get the season pass with it, you'll get Far Cry 3 for
probably.
free.
Okay.
I think it's Far Cry 3.
I'm guessing this is Xbox exclusive. I'm guessing.
No, I think it's just if you get the season pass.
What? No, I meant because is it going to be a backwards compatible, or is it? Are they actually bring it out?
I don't know. All I heard is that you'll get that with it.
Man Bear Pig. Yes, Man Bear Pig is going to be in the game.
Why not a pigman bear?
It's Man Bear Pig. It's always Man Bear Pig.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Half man,
Either you're
half
gonna
bear,
lose on
half
that
pig.
Does it have a squiggly tail?
Wrong half.
Well, I think the man pig already exists, or the pig man. I
It's
don't
Man
know
Bear
which one,
Pig.
the more dominant one. But you all are man pigs, so.
Oh,
that's
thanks. Thanks.
nothing new.
Where was we?
Feminism done right. Whoop whoop.
Oh, Tastic says he thinks. What? I know the game's on both PS4 and Xbox, but you think that the Far Cry 3 thing's going to be on both? Either way, Far Cry 3. I don't know. I've played Far Cry 3. I'm looking more forward to playing this one. And like always, it's going to be a fucked up and weird formula, which is going to be awesome. So yeah, yeah, it is. Okay. So yeah, so you saying so season pass with it as well. And what about you, Shishi? So we talked a little bit about Far Cry 5. What game are you looking forward to this month?
I have no game in mind.
What about the game that we mentioned before the podcast? That's
Oh! That A Way Out. A Way Out. Yeah, I'm waiting for that one.
Yeah, so A Way Out.
I was thinking about unicorns, and it's just really hard for me to focus back on our original topic, because unicorns are just awesome. Can't we just include them in every game? Like, I mean, Assassin's Creed
No.
Origins, and then there should be just a majestic unicorn, and it would
There
be.
is a unicorn in
well-
Assassin's Creed Origins.
There is.
What about that?
Kev, you better not be making your robot jokes with me, because this is.
No,
serious.
there is a unicorn. There is a unicorn in Assassin's Creed Origins.
In 1 minute,
Oh,
I'm having a look at this on here.
And then I'm playing that game.
Yeah,
I'm not lying.
There is
Look that up, Kev, and if you're lying,
there is a unicorn in Assassin's Creed Origins.
He's not
Yep.
confusing that with a narwhal or something like this. You know, those look kind of like a unicorn, but they're to be found
To be
in
honest,
water.
I'd be more surprised if there was a narwhal in Egypt. But no, you can actually get a unicorn that you can ride in Assassin's Creed Origins.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can buy it for
I need to
500
play it.
Helix credits in the in-game store, or you can buy a mystery box from Nomad's Bazaar and maybe get it. So yeah,
Oh la la.
yeah, get a unicorn, unicorn power.
Yep, it is in it.
Yeah.
I'm a
I need
robot, so I
to
wouldn't lie.
start.
He's connected to.
Yeah, right. You robots, you know how to fool us humans. Don't you
Oh,
start
come
that
on.
with me.
At the same
Everybody
time,
everybody has seen iRobot, so yeah, liar.
to be honest, he does run on Wiki, so some of it might not be true. But
I tell you I run on Wiki, but you have no idea where I get my information from.
Wiki, he even got the information that he runs on Wiki from Wiki. So yeah, anyway, A Way Out. It's an upcoming action-adventure video game being developed by Hazelight and published by Electronic Arts. And it's also the second game being directed by Joseph Fares, who brought us Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. Well, and it comes out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on March the 23rd. So, what I understood from what I saw at E3 for this game is that it is an online or local co-op, split-screen co-op game, isn't it?
Yep.
So there's no single player at all in this game. You've got to play
No.
with somebody in this game, which
Yes.
is going to be so much fun for people who do not have that other person to play with, because you're going to have a lot of trust for each other in this game. Or it's going to break a lot of friendships up.
Or relationships in my case, but that's gonna be fine.
Yeah, so so the idea is this: you're controlling two characters. I had the names on here a second. I've lost the actual reference. But yeah, you're controlling Vincent and Leah, where they are trying to escape from prison and are on the run from the authorities. But the main thing that they are excited about this game is that so you both are going to be playing the game at the same time, but it doesn't mean that what you're doing is going to be happening at the same time. So, for example, while one of you could be, say, trying to open a door, the other one might be in the middle of a
Yeah, the
cutscene.
other one. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which, you know what, I'm looking forward to that game myself. I'm just trying to think, who would I play it with?
Me.
You? Oh God,
Me.
that would be interesting.
You
us
might
two
get
trying to
really
this.
angry with him because he's not very sneaky if you have to do something quiet.
Exactly, but it would be so much fun for other
Because-
people to watch,
the
because
watchers
I
getting
would get
angry.
so mad at you, GD. I would get so mad at you. You'd
would-
be scared.
I can already see how that series is going to end. It's just us two arguing while our characters are just staring at each other. Well, actually,
Well,
I'm,
there
well,
would
I'm
be a lot of passive aggressiveness.
Oh, I'm definitely up for that. But more importantly, this game as well. You know, like Far Cry 4, where players were able to join online sessions without
Yeah.
owning the game. This game also will be doing the same thing as well. So, for example, like if, say, Shishi has the game, I could, if she invites me into the game, even though I haven't got it, I can join her game.
Oh, that's awesome. That's actually cool.
That's good.
Hear that, Konami? Suck it, bitches.
I'm not sure if it's PS4 exclusive, though. So we'll keep an eye on that. But I know it's available. Far Cry 4 was able to do it on the PlayStation 4. Not sure if they're going to be doing it on the Xbox. So it's one of those things that we'll keep an eye on for people. But I'm looking forward to that. Either way, I'll more than likely pick myself. For a game that I'm excited about, though, Sea of Thieves. Like I said, I've played so much this last month with the betas. and I ended up playing a little bit more last night with Heavenly and Hanksy. I got to be a captain.
Oh God.
We only crashed the ship twice.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's a difficult game to control. First of all, I was lucky that I ended up having Doc and John, two people who had already been playing the game quite a lot already, to teach me how to actually control the ship first of all. Because I've got a feeling if I didn't know how to control a ship and I went into a game with Heavenly and Hanksy, I don't think we would have gotten anywhere. But yeah, like I said, it seems like a lot of fun. A very open, worldy type of thing. So far, what we've been able to do is go on voyages, look at treasure maps, solve riddles, and basically get treasure at the moment. And on one of the things that we did, which I don't think we actually recorded, we ended up finding a message in a bottle as well, which ended up as finding a bounty, which we went and had to fight a stronger skeleton, and we got to keep this skull, and we nicknamed that skull Scully.
Of course.
Yes, and then when we had another one, we luckily found a skull next to our ship. We named that Scully too. So that's the one thing I'm looking forward to, is finding the messages in bottles and try and find those bounties again. Just so, more importantly, I want to know what you're going to do with these skulls, because you couldn't do anything with them. They were just more decorative, in the scale test when we found them. But I think they've actually said that I've got plans to you can cash them in or something like that, like you can do with the treasure chest at the moment. But other
Yeah.
things I think they've said as well, they'll be including pets that you can buy with real money as well. They will have microtransactions in, because, be honest, what games nowadays don't. But unlike things like Star Wars Battlefront 2, these microtransactions are more cosmetics. So it's not something that's going to affect the game, which I'm happy with. I think that, like we said beforehand, I think that's what you should do with microtransactions. It should be cosmetic, not something that really
What I
affects the
do
games.
with Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, like what you do with Rainbow Six Siege, where it opens the operators, but it's so balanced when it comes to that kind of stuff. The operators don't really influence too much of the gameplay, and everything else is already.
Well, no, I meant with buying the elite outfits. All it is just outfits.
Yeah, it's just outfits, yeah.
And colour of a gun.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually affect anything.
Yeah. But yeah. So that's why I'm looking forward to it, and the main thing as well, like I said beforehand, it's going to be on Games Pass, so I'm expecting a lot of people to be playing that game as well when it comes out on the 20th. So yeah.
Is there a Kraken?
There is a Kraken. We haven't right. I don't think the Kraken was put in the scale test. But they have said there will be a Kraken in the game. And the Kraken is huge to a point that it could destroy. So the ship that we was on was classed as a galleon, and it's the biggest ship that you can get in the game. I think I've been told it can take down about 4 or 5 of those in one go. So I think it's supposed to be a Kraken is supposed to be more like a raid boss in future. And more importantly, you can lock people in the brig by vote.
Yes, I have seen that.
Yeah, I think we locked Doc in the brig once. And then he wondered how we got him out, and it turns out that you've got to spend the minimum time in the brig. But yeah, I think, like I said, from the game point of view, if you wrote down what the game was about, it would seem a little bit boring, but I think it's one of those things where once you're actually playing it, it's actually so much fun. And I was a little bit skeptical of it first, but it's definitely going to be, at the moment, I can see it being one of my games of the year, of how much fun I've had just from the betas itself. And yeah, I don't really say that much about certain games. This is definitely one of those. Any other games that you guys are looking forward to this month?
I wouldn't say it's not a new game. It's just a DLC for Assassin's Creed Origins.
What one's that? It's
Um, Attack of the Pharaohs or something to do with pharaohs. It's you go to the underworld as such,
hmm.
and you take on former pharaohs and that.
And what's his name? The guy with the dog head.
Anubis.
That's it, Anubis. Well, you're fighting a bunch of Anubises, aren't you?
Well, you're fighting many different gods from Egypt. You're fighting many of them,
Trying to find my game.
sort of like to do with curses and that.
Talking about Assassin's Creed Origin, didn't they bring out a free
Yeah,
DLC?
it's Discovery Tour, where if you have the game, it's free,
Yeah.
and then you just walk around as any sort of character that's in the game, and you can learn. And it's literally a history lesson where you can learn how they how they made things, what happened. Basically, it's a big old history lesson that you can explore across the entire map of the game. But if you don't have the game, you can still buy it. But I think that's on something like Ubisoft Store
What
or Steam.
on Steam PC? I think I've been told that it's actually free
Yeah.
on PC itself.
Yeah, but I think it comes at a cost if you
Your
don't
soul.
have the game. So if you have the game, you get it free and that. But if you don't, you can only use it on PC.
Yeah, it's your property of Ubisoft as well. You get a tattoo. It just shows up on your arm. You know, like in Final Fantasy 13, that tattoo, if you seeded or whatever, shows up. Never going away. The new Ubisoft logo. Ubisoft owns us. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm just looking here. Some other games that I forgot to mention. I didn't actually mention in my 5 games I'm looking forward to this month. By the way, the other 2 games are Surviving Mars and Pikachu. Detective Pikachu is also coming out this month as well on 3DS. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. He can
Please,
talk.
no.
He can talk, and he's got the deepest voice you would not
No, then
expect.
fuck him off. Honestly, sorry, but honestly, no. Pikachu does not talk.
He does. Pikachu talks.
No, he doesn't.
He does now.
No. And then he's not Pikachu.
Other games.
Robot imposter.
Other games are coming out. Warhammer Vermintide 2 is also coming out on PC this month. That's the Left 4 Dead style game, but with rats. Devil May Cry's HD collection also comes out on PS4, Xbox One, and Windows on the 13th. Burnout Paradise remastered comes out on the 16th for PS4 and Xbox One. Oh yeah, Danny DeVito is Pikachu. He's not. It's Ryan Reynolds.
Yes, I did hear he was going to be the voice.
But he's going to be the voice in the movie, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a Detective Pikachu movie coming out.
So Deadpool is voicing Pikachu.
I'm looking forward to that now. Anyway, Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered comes out on PS4 and Xbox One on the 20th as well. Talking about Assassin's Creed.
Yes, I did see that.
Kirby Star Allies comes out on Nintendo Switch. And if you guys are looking for a survival horror game this month, Agony comes out on the PS4, Xbox One, and Windows on the 30th. So yeah, they're the main
Never heard
games.
of it.
What is it about? It's played first-person perspective. The player controls one of the martyrs condemned to hell. Unlike other martyrs, the player possesses the unique ability to possess both other martyrs and, later in the game, lesser and higher demons. giving them access to special abilities. They use mechanics such as crouching and holding their breath. The player can avoid demons. Besides hiding, the player needs to solve puzzles in order to unlock new areas. There are available hidden statues that players can collect, as well as paintings which are possible to discover. So think Outlast 2, but in a demon world. And possession.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so that's coming out with the 30th of March. But yeah, they're the main games I would say coming out this month. So anyway, I think that is everything that we're going to be talking about this week. I'm so used to saying this week. This month. Have you guys got any game nights or streams planned? You want to mention before we go by?
Catch started streaming regularly on Sunday. That's all I can say.
You can catch Kaj at is he on streaming on Mixer or Twitch?
He's on Mixer, yeah. I think Mixer, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Mixer.com /
Yeah, it's Mixer.
Mixer. Tastic says he wants Agony to be a VR supported. Do you really want a survival horror game VR? No, actually, yeah, because that means you have to play it, Tat, not me. But yeah, you can catch Kaj at mixer.com / CAJR87.
Which will also feature me.
Which will
Always
also
my
feature
annoying
Shishi.
voice will be heard.
He will be there. What about you, Kev? Any game nights planned yourself?
I think we're going to try the new Rainbow Six.
Oh God, we've got Outbreak coming
next
up,
week.
haven't we, this month? Forgot about that. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, the new zombie-ish alien type mode, bit like Left 4 Dead.
I'll hug everything with my bullets. Sorry, what was you talking about? Oh yeah, the zombies. Yeah. So more than likely, I'll be streaming that myself with you guys. So expect that. You can catch those on our usual spots: twitch.tv / GDW2007, mixer.com / craveyourgame, and youtube.com / craveyourgames, which is just scrolling down at the bottom. And of course, we're on Twitter at craveyourgame as well. For me, so I'm starting to put up on Thursdays now. We are going to be starting to put up lists as well. So last week we had the 5 games we're looking forward to in March. This week, because it's Mother's Day here in the UK, is it Mother's Day next Sunday for you, Shish?
No.
No, so it's a UK thing, I guess. And well, it's Mother's Day next Sunday for us here in the UK. So we are going to be looking at the 5 worst mothers in video games. I stuck with a theme. Oh, you'd be some surprises.
Oh
in
dear,
this,
that's
mate.
a tough one.
Oh no, it's not. I found it quite easy, as long as you think outside the box. So expect to see that on Thursday.
I'm a robot. I can't think outside the box.
But it's past your programming. Just search for outside the box on Wiki, and then it will help you.
I can download that update then, can I?
No, do not download the update.
Of course you can.
Right. Just 1 minute. I just saw something pop up on here. Hanksy just said on Discord. Notice that Matt's avatar on Xbox is wearing a kilt. Right. Okay. We're not saying the rest. It's not a whole place to say it. But yes. Anyway, that is it for us here on the CTG podcast. We will be back next month, which will be what?
Sorry, no, I just clicked on Matt's profile and I just saw his character dancing. You two have got to check it out.
Okay.
Seriously.
Wait. Where is he? Is Matt online?
Yeah, he's online. Just click on his profile and actually go right into it.
Why can't I find Matt on my list? But I thought it would have been. No, he's not online on my screen. There he is, Matt.
Yeah, he's online. Click on it and watch his character. You might have to click on it again, but watch his character dance. It's hilarious.
Come on, show me his dancing avatar. It won't show me the dancing avatar. Right. I'll have a look in a minute. I want to close off the podcast. So anyway, like I said, we'll be back next month for which will be April the 1st, I think. Yeah, April the 1st, which is Easter Sunday. Great.
April Fools.
Yeah, an April Fool's Day. So we'll be back with some more gaming news and what we enjoyed over this last month and what we're looking forward to the next month. Shishi, Kev, thank you for joining me for the podcast this month. You both are always welcome to join us again. I actually enjoyed it doing it this way once as well, where I'm not on the camera. I can actually look around everywhere and not have any worries. But of course, if you enjoyed this, like, comment and subscribe. Tell us what games you're looking forward to this month as well. Until next time, thank you and goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Transition. Right, let's go and see where Matt